This morning, time is winding down to President Trump's deadline of 8 o'clock Eastern tonight for a deal to be reached to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, or he says the U.S. will launch a 4-hour blitz attack on Iran.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be.
The world is watching a very serious moment right now. Tension between the United States and Iran is rising fast. Former US President Donald Trump has made a strong warning. He said that if Iran does not agree to a deal, the US could attack very quickly. Trump said the attack could happen in just a few hours. He explained that the US has the power to strike fast and hard. This idea is now being called a 4-hour attack plan. It is not an official named plan, but it shows how quickly things could escalate. The main goal of this possible attack is not to take over Iran. Instead, the goal is to damage key systems. This includes power, transport, and communication. The plan focuses on speed and shock to force Iran into a deal. If this attack happens, it may target Iran's power grid first. This could cause blackouts across major cities. Without electricity, hospitals, homes, and businesses would all be affected. Life could stop in many places at once. Bridges and roads may also be targeted. This would slow down movement across the country. It could make it hard for people and supplies to travel. It would also affect how Iran's military responds. Another major target could be oil and energy sites. Iran depends heavily on its oil industry. Damaging these sites could hurt its economy very quickly. This is why energy locations are seen as critical targets. Communication systems could also be hit. This includes internet, phone networks, and control centers. If these go down, it becomes harder for leaders to respond. It creates confusion and slows decision-making. The reason people are focused on 4 hours is because of speed. Modern military systems can strike many places at once. Missiles, aircraft, and cyber tools can be used together. This creates a fast and powerful impact. However, it is important to understand something clearly. There is no confirmed official document called a 4-hour plan. What we have are strong statements and expert analysis. These suggest the US can act very quickly if needed. On the other side, Iran has not stayed silent. Iranian leaders have rejected pressure from the United States. They say they will not accept deals forced by threats. This has made the situation more tense. Iran has also warned about serious retaliation. If attacked, they say they will respond strongly. This could include missile strikes on US bases in the region. It could also involve attacks on allies. One major concern is the Strait of Hormuz. This is a key water route for global oil. A large part of the world's oil passes through this area. If conflict happens, this route could be blocked or disrupted. If that happens, oil prices could rise very fast. This would affect countries all over the world. Fuel, transport, and food costs could all increase. This is why markets are watching closely. There is also a risk of a wider regional war. Countries like Israel and Saudi Arabia could be affected. If they get involved, the conflict could grow quickly. This would make the situation even more dangerous. Some experts believe this strategy is meant to avoid a long war. Instead of sending troops, the idea is to strike fast. This could force a quick decision from Iran. It is sometimes called a shock and pressure strategy. But others warn that this could backfire. A fast attack might lead to a bigger response. Iran has strong regional connections and allies. This could lead to a chain reaction across the Middle East. The timing of all this is also very important. Trump has set a clear deadline for a deal. This creates pressure on Iran to decide quickly. It also increases fear that action could happen suddenly. People around the world are asking the same question. Will there be a deal, or will there be a strike? Right now, no final decision has been announced, but the tension is very high. Military experts say the US has the ability to carry out such an attack. Advanced weapons and planning make rapid strikes possible. but they also say the outcome is not certain. Even a short conflict can have long-term effects. Damage to infrastructure takes time to repair. Economic losses can last for years, and human impact can be severe. For now, talks and pressure continue. Both sides are holding their positions. The next few hours or days could be very important. The world is watching closely. This situation shows how quickly global tensions can rise. One decision can affect millions of people. It also shows the power of modern military systems. In the end, everything comes down to one question. Will there be a deal or will there be destruction? The answer may come very soon, and it could change the world overnight.